Before I start this video, I'm going to say this is a personal experience of mine, something me and my daughter is dealing with, and I have proof, just in case my video is deleted for no reason. I just want to put that out there. Today, my 17-year-old daughter was pulled out of class and was told she needed to register to vote. Not only was she told how to register, she was told who she should vote for, and these are her words, and I'm going to upload proof at the end of this video, and I'm coming with part 2 tomorrow, because why the fuck would y'all pull my daughter out of class telling her who to vote for? I am her mother, and I have yet to have this conversation with her about the upcoming election. I have not signed any consent forms telling y'all that my daughter can register to vote at school. I'ma just jump right into these screenshots. That's just it. Cause y'all played with the wrong mom. Here's the first page. I'ma leave this on for a couple seconds so y'all can read it. Talking about pissed. Telling my daughter who to vote for? You're right. And here's the second page. This is what we're doing. We're going to Pittsburgh public high schools telling children who to vote for. Let's make this make sense. I have never seen no shit like this in my life. I have never seen it. This is just like disgusting at this point.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're all having a great and wonderful day. Well, we have this woman here that has essentially had her daughter being forced to vote by a minority inspector, whatever the hell that is, and this is just kind of the reality that we're living in here. And it kind of goes to show on where we're at as a country and all that great stuff, right? When you are forcing somebody to having to go and register, that is the insane part, and that's for that video here. Now, again, you guys probably didn't see, if you guys did not see or were just listening instead of actually hearing it, instead of didn't watch it, and you didn't actually read it, I will read it to you so you guys can get an idea of kind of where we're going with this here, because that's the insane part. So, what we have here is this. So, goes on to say here, guys. The first text says it's to her, from her daughter, which her daughter is named Nyla. And it says, they made me register to vote today. I didn't wanna, but they forced me. I said I'll do it another time, but then she told me I had no choice, which I think is a lie. I'm not even 18 yet. Who made you and what did you choose? And that's the mother replying to that. The daughter says it was a she and a Democrat. Mother responds with, did they tell you to pick that, and who was the lady? Daughter responds with saying, I forgot her name, I'll find out tomorrow. And yeah, basically, she kept saying how it'll be bad if I picked Trump because of what he was doing to the Mexicans and stuff. I wasn't really paying her no mind. Mother replies with, where was this lady at your school, and where? The daughter continues to say, they asked my school, she pulled me out of the class to register, I asked to do it another time, and she said I really couldn't. Continues to go on here with the mother saying, I'm pissed, she had no right to fill your head up with lies and choose what party you are registering for. I am your mother, and I will talk to you about that. You won't even be 18 until the 5th, which is technically the 5th of October. She goes, the daughter replies this, yeah, she was definitely telling me all this bad stuff about Trump, saying us blacks are doomed and are going to be done if they let Trump back in. I'm like, ma'am, please, and I know that's what I said. She said, I have no choice but to do it at that time. Mother replies with, I'm calling up there tomorrow. This is total disrespect. If we vote Kamala, we are doomed. She really tried to fill your head with lies. Yeah, so this is obviously, the school really going off and trying to recruit young kids to the Democratic Party and to vote for Kamala Harris, which is, last time I checked was election interference. Not only that, taking somebody's social security number, which is highly illegal. There's all kinds of violations here that this minority inspector, whatever the bloody, again, I have no idea what that means, is doing, and this person should be arrested just from stealing the social security alone. So, we have more on this, right? The Minority Spectrum mom talking about how this is going on, what the issues are, and it ain't great. Take a look.
I had to make this video to answer a few questions that's being asked on the last video. The comments are coming in so fast, it's hard for me to keep up. So the first question, was she registered? What was she registered as? She was registered under Democrat. The second question is, was it done to other children? I'm guessing it was, because when I first confronted the minority inspector, she didn't know who my daughter was. So that told me she asked more than one student. Now, if they told their parents, I'm not sure. Another thing, I have never heard of a minority inspector. I don't know what that is. The school is located in a predominantly black neighborhood. I do know that much. The principal was sitting there the entire time. She did not say one word to me. The principal was there. So yeah, she didn't really have anything to say. What else? I think that's the most asked questions for now. I contacted Fox News. I'm waiting for them to reach back out to me. I'm still calling the Board of Education. No answer, no call back. So that's pretty much where I'm at right now at this moment. So yeah, that's all I have for now, and I'll come back when I get more updates.
Yeah, so she's saying that there is possibly other kids, being recruited in this. It's a possibility, right? It's a possibility that is the case. There is no guarantee that is or is not happening. But we can make an assumption, right? We can make an assumption that it may be happening, considering if her daughter was taught to something like this, it's no surprise that they would be bringing somebody else for this regard. She has contacted Fox News and other news media outlets about this whole situation, so we'll probably see her on Fox News at some point in time. And it is just insane what's going on here. Well, now we have a bit more, because this is what we have with the daughter and the ongoing thing that is happening, right? So without further ado, my friends, let's do this.
Because I'm pissed right now.
Okay, what's going on?
So yesterday, you pulled my daughter out of class, and you told her that it was mandatory for her to vote.
No, I didn't say it was mandatory.
So that's what she told me. These are her words, that she said it was mandatory that she votes.
No, ma'am. But go ahead. Finish telling me.
Okay. And that you projected your fears and insecurities on her, telling her if Donald Trump was elected, black people would be doomed.
Oh, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. So let me say this. I am a minority inspector.
Okay.
For 1016. And as a minority inspector, you never, ever, ever discuss politics or your beliefs or anything like that.
So can we call my daughter down here? Because at this point, you're making it like she's a complete liar. My daughter had never told me someone said anything such to her like this.
No, ma'am. So this is what happened. I did call her down to register to vote, because we're registering all the 18-year-olds to vote.
She's not 18, she's 17.
Yeah, but she turns 18 before the election.
Yeah, but I could have took my daughter to register her to vote. I did not ask for y'all to register my daughter to vote. I have not even spoke to her about the election yet. And I am not a Harris supporter. I am a Trump supporter.
Yes, ma'am.
So for you to tell her anything, and it's like now you're saying she's lying. So now I want her to come down here.
Listen, I'm not saying your daughter's lying. What I'm saying is that I did call her into my office. I did register her to vote. We did have a conversation about it. She did ask me about Trump. She did ask me about Harris. So we started a conversation about, what's going on. I wasn't projecting anything on her. I was just talking about things that are going on in the world.
Yeah, did you tell her about the border being unsecure? Did you tell her about all the illegal criminals that's in this country right now?
So we did have a conversation about the border, and we did talk about the border policies and all of that. We did have a conversation about everything. So let me just say this. I apologize to you.
The problem that we have here is, guys, is that the kid was in class. Now, I understand taking a kid out of class if they've done something wrong, or they show that they've done something wrong, or et cetera, things like that, or you need to go talk to the mother or whatever, right? There are reasonable ways to take out a kid out of a class, and this is not one of them. This is definitely not one of them. And you do not go and take a adult's child and go and say, "Oh yeah, we're gonna take your kid out of class and ask her to go register to vote." And that's something that should be eligible to do. Again, I don't. It's completely insane to me that we live in a country to where we're having teachers go and do this, and they're not being jailed. Obviously, this minority inspector, again, as I said, the mom doesn't even know what a minority inspector is. I don't know what a minority inspector is. She explained it to very, very briefly that we're not supposed to talk politics or anything to kids, but you just straight up said that you are talking politics to her child about the border. So you're already contradicting yourself here.
For offending you, because that was not my intentions. I was not trying to project any of my political beliefs on your daughter or anything like that.
That's why I don't know why the conversation was had. What consent forms did I sign saying I was okay with my daughter being registered to vote in school? She's still 17 years old.
So what consent forms were signed for that?
None.
Because there really isn't any. You know, we just register students to vote here. At every high school, they're registering students
but
to
she
vote.
still
Can't be doing that, by the way, if they are not 18. So you can't be doing that. The whole school should honestly be investigated for election interference because, again, if your whole school is having kids register to vote, that is a huge, huge problem. That is a massive issue. You can't be doing that.
not 18. She have until the 21st of October, I believe, to register, and her birthday is on the 5th.
Right. So we are permitted to register all students whose birthday that happens by the 5th, because that's the date of the election. So
her birthday's October 5th, not November 5th. So she had until the end of October to register to vote. So that way I could have took her as her mother and I could have explained to her what to do, to look up both policies without me telling her anything.
Right.
This is just not right.
She was asking me questions, and so I was answering her questions.
Yeah, because she wanted to know, why did she have to get pulled out of class to register to vote?
No, she didn't. That wasn't the question she asked me. She was asking me questions.
That's right. Y'all talking down here? Yes. Okay. I didn't know it was your parent.
Hi.
So now, when she said she didn't tell you, the stuff that you told me she told you, that black people will be doomed if Trump becomes president?
Yes, she did.
I didn't say black people will be doomed if Trump becomes president. We did have a conversation about policies and different things like that. You know, you were asking me questions, and I was telling you about some of the policies that he had and some policies Harris had. So we did have that type of conversation.
I don't think I was really asking questions. I think I was just really as much as so like, right, yeah, right.
So you was just like agreeing, like talking?
No, I'm not really, I don't really care about it, so I'm not really engaged in the conversation as much. I'm just like, okay, like, right.
So you didn't ask me any questions at all?
No.
Okay. Well, this is what I'm going to
See, that's the thing. It's like, this woman is caught red-handed. You can kind of hear, like, the shakiness in her voice, like, the nervousness where she's kind of, like, pacing and shaking over the way, moving a bit. Like, you tend to do this a lot when you are being caught in a lie and you're being exposed. And the daughter's just coming in and just completely just telling her what she's doing. And it's funny because the daughter even said stuff that's before, and it's like these schools are forcing kids to go and vote, and they're not giving them the option to not vote. Why is a minority inspector here? What is a minority inspector? What is going on at these schools?
say I apologize for raising your daughter to vote. At this point, she is registered to vote. If you would like to change that.
I am, because it should not have been done in the first place.
If you would like to change, anything that's on that form that went in, you're welcome to do that.
I know that.
You can go online and do it.
I know.
I didn't feel like I was projecting anything on her.
You are
because
by
we
telling
were-
her anything that you saying you didn't say black people be done. She's saying you said it. I'm going to believe my daughter because she
Okay.
would not lie to me about something like this. Why would she lie? Why would
It's
she?
like I asked if I could do it later, and they're like, no, it's kind of like, no, you have to do it now, kind of mandatory. And I'm like, I don't.
Did you feel like I was pressuring you?
Yeah, she said she didn't want to do it at the moment.
She speak to me, honey?
Yeah.
Did you feel like I was pressuring
Yeah, I
you?
asked if I could do it another time, and you're like, no, it's kind of mandatory. I'm like, okay. I didn't really know if it was mandatory or not, but.
Okay. Well, we're obviously going to agree to disagree on this conversation. I apologize if you feel like you were pressured. I apologize for raising your daughter to vote without your consent and without you having an opportunity to have a conversation with her or even checking anything online. So that's all I can say right now is I apologize.
Yeah, I'm calling the news also.
Okay. Well, thank
So,
you very
yeah.
much for coming
Thank
in.
you.
And
I'm taking my daughter out of the school. She do not feel comfortable. I'm just completely pissed off right now. I'm pissed.
So at the end of the day, you're seeing this here, right? The mother is taking her daughter out of the school because the daughter doesn't feel comfortable, and I don't understand. I would understand why the daughter doesn't feel comfortable. You're getting pulled out of the class and being forced to vote and put in this uncomfortable situation. This is insanity here. Again, the news should go to it, and then after this? Here's what the mother should technically do, right? The mother should go and should go to the news, which she said she's doing. She should go and file a police report and have this woman and make sure that the police are knowing that that the kid was that the minority inspector was taking her kid's social security number, forcing her to vote when she was under the age of 18, and pretty much using coercion at this point to try to force the kid to vote a certain way. Like, there are 4 things here that this person has violated, 2 being major ones, the social security one being the biggest one. So I really just don't understand what's going on here. Like, the insanity here is that the fact that this is the way the Democrats do this is the way Democrats cheat, this is how election interference starts happening, and all these schools need to be severely punished. Honestly, what should happen here is that this school should be severely punished, have to pay millions of dollars, so that way this incentivizes schools to not have to do this. Because if the school gets severely punished, and the minority inspector, whatever the hell that is, gets arrested and put in jail, and all this would highly not incentivize schools to do this. It'd be like, maybe we should calm down. The Pennsylvania school, they got severely punished for this, so we're just not going to do this anymore. This is insane. I can't believe that this is what's going on here, and I guess this is just par for the course for the Democrats. Alright guys, that's it for the video. Like, subscribe, share. As always, take care, my friends.
I'm disgusted by what I see in public. Even people closest to us can't be trusted. This is algorithmic disease, the social media.